Hello, everybody! Anime Reflux. Ikkitousen.
Yeah.
It's a show.
Did you not know what this was?
Well, we talked about it the previous time. I knew it was something like this. I didn't know it was this, though. So, yeah. So,
Oh, well, guess I should have been there for that.
this show has a dub. So I watched the dub.
I did too.
It was a mistake.
Yeah.
It's a lovely dub, don't you agree?
It's
No.
the most dub-tastic dub that I've ever seen. One
I
of
know,
them.
right?
It's up there.
It's pretty dub-tastic.
I mean, it was kind of what I was expecting from the dub, because I tried to watch the DxD dub once, and yeah, about the same kind of quality, because dubbing companies tend not to put their A game on when it comes to fan service shows. Then Talus and Jaffe appeared, and I was... Oh, dude. Okay, so...
I'm a little confused by what you mean by that, by the way.
Talus and Jaffe's on Critical Role, the show that is amazing.
Oh.
And he is
Gotcha.
a good actor, as evidenced by that show in general. Not amazing, but good. And he has...
Which one was Towson playing?
He was the throwaway guy that runs into the room and says, "Hey, there's a girl fighting, and she's like A minus." And oh, hang on, I've got the exact quote. But she's got booby bombs. Is the line he had to say.
Him? Oh, that's great.
Listen. Everyone starts somewhere.
This was made in 2013. He had been... Like, Talus and Jaffe was a child actor. He was, like... He started a long time ago.
Listen. I don't have an excuse now.
So, that made me sad inside. But everyone needs a paycheck, I guess. So, it's fine. So, the show opens with an intro that is a cavalcade of panty shots over and over again, and not much else.
Yeah. Less than 30 seconds in, that's all it takes.
And about a half second of underboob is another thing that was there.
Also less than 30 seconds in.
Only a half second though, so don't get too excited.
Yeah. So
Listen, Zero. The pause button was invented for a reason. Also, on GoGo Anime, there is a slow motion button. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then I think we've succeeded.
I mean, it's very clear where the focus of the show is, and it is right around the perineum. So, that's the taint, by the way. So,
okay, thank you for telling me that.
You're welcome. The show opens, and there's like a weirdly an attempt at dramaticism for how this whole scenario is set up is like ancient warrior souls and gemstones, and there are a bunch of schools fighting for something in the Kanto region, and the warriors that possess these special gems are called fighters. As if that means something.
Is that something else in another language? Because... did anyone watch the sub?
No.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. Me and Slicer tend to watch the dub if there is one. I was not expecting Zero to watch the dub as well.
I mean, I usually watch both, but I don't have time.
I saw you freaking out about how bad the dub was, so I had to watch it.
Yeah, so that happens and explains the outline of how this whole thing works. Kids from different schools are fighting for reasons of ancient Chinese mysticism or some shit. And
Miracles of ancient wonder.
Sure. And then in one of the schools, there is a dude that has one of these gem things in an earring. And he looks bored. And some dude bro busts into the room and is like, hey, there's this girl and she wants to fight like 30 dudes. And she's an A-, but she's got booby bombs.
Why are you repeating the line?
She's got booby bombs. I don't know why we have to mention that.
Oh my god, that was a line from Dragon Ball Z, wasn't it? I forgot about that. Booby bomb. Yeah, so that happened. And we cut outside. Where there is a girl who is wearing nothing over her legs. Like, I'm pretty sure that is just a shirt she is wearing. It's not even an attempt at a dress. It's just a shirt and panties that she's wearing.
Well, if you'll remember in the very revealing intro, there was a woman who slowly pulled on a shirt and paused at waist height and then pulled it a little further down. And then that was it. So yes, it probably was.
Slicer is taking copious notes.
Oh,
Indeed.
no. This is too low even for me. Like, this is just sad.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get to final thoughts at the end of this, but I think it's fair to say I expect better from my softcore porn. I guess.
Yeah. No, you nailed it.
Maybe DxD spoiled me. I guess maybe. I don't know. Fuck. Anyway. So she's fighting dudes. And she's like, I like tea ceremonies and flower arranging. Except I don't really. That's just what I say. Fight me! And such. And she's fighting dudes and high kicks because they have to really sell those fucking panty shots all of the time.
High kicks. Well, that's her fighting style, is the kicks. Don't mess with this art.
Sure. And then a guy comes up, grabs her from behind, and gropes her chest, which she is surprisingly okay with. Then he figures out her bra size from groping her, which I don't think you can actually do, but...
He's just an underwear salesman, don't mind him.
Yeah, that's her explanation for what happened just there, which makes me think she got molested on a train on the way there and she thought it was a gynecologist. So... yeah.
Dark, but probably true.
Ooh, I don't like that feeling in my stomach that just came out of that. Oh no.
Tell me I'm wrong.
So...
It makes me sad that you're not.
Apologize to that man. Apologize to him.
So...
You're not going to apologize to
No,
him.
fuck no.
Wait. Yeah, he's groping her and she says, oh, you're an underwear salesman, because she's a moron. And he lets her go because he's not actually in for a fight. And then Big Dude shows up, and Big Dude is like, I'm gonna fight you. Where's your gemstone? Are you a fighter? Because the word fighter apparently means something more than person who fights in this sense.
Don't dwell on it.
Yeah, and she's like, I have it here somewhere, and reaches inside of her shirt and inside of her panties before checking her bag.
Places we all store things first and foremost.
In fact,
Yeah,
she wasn't
we all
wrong.
store things in our
Yeah, and she can't find it, which she finds strange, because she wrote her name on it and everything, and he's all, you wrote your name on a priceless gem for an ancient era of indeterminate reasoning for why we actually have these things. God, I hate this show. I don't hate it, but God, it's so fucking lazy in everything. Like, I want to add, this show, as I said before, was made in 2013. It doesn't look it. It looks like it's like turn of the century.
Yeah.
You okay?
I'm just trying to pause for, like, I'm talking a lot and I'm trying to pause for people to jump in and nobody is. I think I might have traumatized
Like-
Zero a little bit.
I mean, like I said, I've seen this before, so there's nothing that this hit me with. This is more just a refresher than anything new. There's not a whole lot to take away from this show.
I want to pick at that. Ken, why did you see this before?
Why did I watch this the first time?
It's the question, yes.
Oh yes, lots of chicks were in it, so I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot.
I can't argue that.
Uh,
There is plentiful amounts of women.
Yeah.
okay.
So the name to this sounded familiar to me for some reason, and like beat 'em ups, and I think I heard the best friends talking about it.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
So
Are you saying there were
probably
games
where-
of this? Because you cut out a little bit there.
There were games of this that were like beat 'em ups, basically.
Okay.
I mean,
And
this
that's
is just
Yeah.
this is fodder for creepy anime bullshit. Like,
This is like Dynasty Warriors with tits.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Even Dynasty Warriors doesn't merit that comparison. Even that's not as bad as this. Okay. So, big dude shows up and he's like, "Hey, let's fight." And she's like, "I don't have my thingy." And he's like, "Fuck it, hit me." And she kicks him and he's like, "That did nothing. You suck." And he throws her in the
I
air.
didn't even get aroused by that kick.
Yeah. Does a backbreaker on her and drops her and throws her into a wall or something.
I pop for the backbreaker, I'll be honest.
And everyone leaves because they're bored. She only beat 5 guys. Jesus, what a weakling, apparently.
Five Guys is a good burger place that you should go to.
Yeah. What the fuck do I know? We don't have that. I may have
never
a
been there,
tendency
so
to
I
talk
couldn't
out of
tell
my
you.
ass. So, yeah, and dude with the earring is like, "Hey, girl that I apparently know that, probably would have been worthwhile to establish this relationship earlier, but what a well, we don't care because we're lazy." So he takes her to the nurse's office and stuff, and she's fine, more or less. And they're like, "Hey, we know each other," and stuff. Basically. And that's pretty much it. And we get another scene with creepy groper guy and guy that got kicked in the chest. And guy that got kicked in the chest stumbles and his knees give out because of the kick that she hit him with about 10 minutes ago. It's a little weird. That's a hell of a delayed reaction. It's not particularly useful in a fight if it takes that long.
no, not even remotely. Like, even in a tournament, that's the only way I can see that being useful. Is like, yeah, they got to fight later.
That's not useful for you at the moment.
Yeah.
It's useful for whoever fights that guy next after you, in theory, lose to this person.
Yeah.
Sabotage.
So, like, helping your teammates out, kind of deal.
Cobra
Except for
It's a spiteful victory.
Cobra Kai. Gotta soften him up for Johnny.
So, groper guy is like, "Oh, so she must be the some. I didn't pay a lot of attention to the names.
She
but
must
she
be
supposedly
the
crushed like
thingamabob.
all the schools or something in certain area of something."
She's the chosen one.
Sure. And
I mean, yeah, actually, kind of.
yeah. So suppose the protagonist and this girl go to his house and they're apparently cousins and he lives with his aunt. No, her mom decides to come down and live in his house without asking permission in any way, shape, or form, and just happens to be there when they get home. And
Wacky
like,
Japan antics.
yeah, and she felt like
Boy, did I ever mention? I just want to say the soundtrack for this entire show is awful. Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah, this is like the second anime in a week that looks and sounds way older than it is.
Like, not even that. It sounds. It's not that it sounds old. It's just there's no thought put behind the music at all, or the instruments used.
I didn't
It's
even notice it. That was
Listen,
Yeah.
listen, zero. They used all their money on the animation of boobs and long, shapely legs. There was no budget left for the soundtrack.
but like if you're gonna do porn, you gotta have some at least somewhat decent music. Almost. I don't know.
not
No,
really.
you don't.
No.
Something at least that sounds better than this. It sounds like I'm freaking listening to like a Game Boy game. Okay? Like, come
Okay.
on.
Okay, so the aunt is like, "Hey, I have to chaperone you two because you're cousins, and that's like an erotic novel. Hey, it's Japan. Incest is cool."
Yay, Japan! How you doing?
The show makes me feel dirty.
And on that
I
note,
know.
let me strip off all of my clothing. I'm your aunt. So,
Oh, right, she does that.
yep. Look at my tits.
Okay.
Literally a thing that she does. And sends them to the bath, and they go take a bath, and girl, whose name of son something, is naked and pressing her boobs up against the edge of the bath, and she falls asleep. And he's like, "Hey, oh!" And at some point, Groper guy gave her back the gem and lied about stealing it because that's what he was doing while he was groping her. He was stealing the gem. It was in her.
Yeah,
boobs.
that's definitely what he was doing.
Multitasking slicer.
And that's pretty much where the episode ends.
It's a little abrupt, don't you think?
Who cares?
I thought my...
Is
The
what I
show
think.
isn't for the show isn't for the story, slicer.
I
The
suppose...
the story is a vehicle to introduce you to more boobs and more panty shots.
I forgot something.
I thought my video player bugged. Like, just ended.
I forgot something. There's also a fight between big guy and other girl with an eye patch. Like
Yeah, how'd
that
you forget this?
shitty
She's a maid
cotton
with
medical
an eye patch, so you know if you want your I don't know, if that's your fetish, there you go.
She uses submission holds, so that's also a thing.
Yeah.
If you're into that.
Which includes wrapping her legs around his arm to the point where his elbow is probably in some intimate places. And then breaks his arm or something, and he's like,
It's called an arm bar.
yeah.
It's an arm bar, which of course you gotta use in this kind of show.
I don't think you're supposed to use like your entire body for that though, but sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you do. That's you break the person's arm by.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, whatever.
Sure.
I learned how to do an arm bar in my Taekwondo classes. So.
I do arm bars every day. I know what this is, okay?
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
question.
Does it make the show better?
No.
No.
Okay then. So, that was that. Are we all happy we
And
watched that?
I feel like I wasted my time.
Does anyone kind of wish Patient was on the episode last week so he could have vetoed this?
No.
No.
You probably
I
wouldn't.
wish he was on it this week so we could fucking watch it. That was the entire point.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't have vetoed this because I don't think he would have known what this was off the jump.
The image for the show was 3 panty shots.
Count them. 1, 2, 3.
Ha ha ha.
Thank you, Slicer.
He seems like a hopeful guy.
Sorry, I double checked. It's 2 panty shots. I should be accurate in my analysis of these shows.
1, 2.
So, that was the thing. Can we roll, please?
Yeah, that sounds good.
No. We're not done analyzing. What did everyone think?
I think it's you know what? I feel like I was enlightened by this. You know? Like doors were opened that I wanted to close and so I closed them.
You're lucky that doors weren't open while you were watching it. Because then you'd have some explaining to do. All right, fine. I'm rolling. And that was just a stall so I can get the random number generator up. 7.
7. That's G. G.
Oh, are we gonna get Gundam?
G,
Which one? There's like 80 of them.
I know. That's why I said Gundam.
It doesn't look like there's any Gundam on here.
What?
Wow. I think we
That's
removed
weird.
it beforehand because there are too many Gundam.
That sounds impossible.
Not that I'm complaining. 89.
89. What do you mean you're not complaining? I mean,
I already
Gundam
watched one of the
mostly
Gundam
suck.
ones and I hated it so much.
Gundam does mostly suck.
00.
35.
It's not great.
I remember watching Gundam when I was a kid. Can't remember which season it was though because there's so many.
I know which ones I watched.
What the fuck does this say?
That doesn't sound good.
Okay, I'm gonna have to double check what this is actually called because there's a weird thing in the fucking. Oh, okay, bear with me.
So there's Gundam Wing, there's G Gundam, there's Gundam Seed, there's Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. There's
Where's Gundam Extreme Volleyball 5?
I did not know that was the thing.
No, I'm kidding.
You know what? You know what? That's how many Gundams there have been. The fact that you said that, and I wasn't sure if it was a thing or not.
Okay,
There are a
here's
lot
what we have
of
so
Gundams.
far is this. Pronounce as you will.
Gyarlish.
Yarlish number or girlish number, but there's an A in it.
In brackets.
Hold on, this might not even be full length. Give me a second.
Check it.
The series follows Chitose Karasuma, a university student who aims to become a voice actress, or seiyuu. The stage event listing further indicates that it focuses on the profession of idol seiyuu. Oh boy.
Prepare to be uncomfortable, depending on how serious they get with it.
It's full length.
Well, I already used my veto, so.
I've got the group one.
I mean, it's gonna be boring and it's not for me, but that's not a reason to veto it.
Yeah, who knows? It might be good.
I mean, I'll veto it if everyone else wants to, but
Nah.
because I'm a team player. But all right, there you go then.
Well,
Just
think I'm
because it
using this
sucks.
on veto.
You use it on this?
I don't. I can't do another boring piece of crap. I can't.
We're not even 2 months in. It hasn't even been 2 months, Casey. And this is your breaking point.
Yeah.
All right. This is going to be a really hard 46 weeks left for you. All right.
27.
Well, in that case, yeah, I'm doing it. 22.
22. It's right down the bottom. 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22 is V. V. Which
V.
has, we've already done 14 and 2, so
Hey,
12.
it's Valkyrie Drive. All right. I don't want to watch fucking Vampire Hunter. All right.
I mean, Vandred is there. It's a fucking horror anime.
That
It's
one's
gonna
not
be-
bad, actually.
It's going to be Vampire Hunter probably because I just got 3. So,
It's not. It is Vampire Knight.
Oh, it's. Oh, I've heard of this. I've never actually looked at it.
Is this the one where the vampire is a reverse vampire?
oh,
It has
wait,
a
that's not.
dog, too.
Wait, no, Vampire Knight is the one I don't want to watch, not Vampire Hunter. Shit!
Ah,
Damn
Okay.
it!
so, Yuki's earliest memory is of a stormy night in winter, wherein she was attacked by a vampire and then rescued by another. Now,
boy.
10 years later, Yuki Cross, the adopted daughter of the headmaster of Cross Academy, has grown up and become a guardian of the vampire race, protecting her savior, Kaname, from discovery as he leads a group of vampires at the elite boarding school.
Her
But
name
also-
is Yuki Cross.
Yeah. Snowcross. Is this about sports?
No,
Could be.
there's motocross. I mean, there could be snowcross with like snowmobiles
Yeah,
doing
probably.
motocross.
But also at her side is Zero Kiryu.
These names are so try hard.
Yeah, a childhood friend
Don't you see how unique my names are?
whose hatred for the creatures that destroyed everything he held dear is now determined never to trust them. This coexisting arrangement seems all well and good, apparently, but have the vampires truly renounced their murderous ways, or is there a darker truth behind their actions? Is Kaname's infatuation with Yuki the beginning of a forbidden romance? Oh, God. Or is
You
it...
vetoed for this.
I did. We still have vetoes on the table. Is it something in her forgotten past that draws him to her in this world of secrets? Nothing is as it seems. And the price of misplaced trust may even be worse than death. So,
I'm not using my veto on this, no matter
No?
how much I want to. No matter how bad I want to. I really want to. There will come a day when I'll actually need it. Worse than this. I just don't want to watch this.
okay. I'll
This
send
is
it
you.
to Lincoln.
Reason not to. I don't have a veto anyway, so
This is your fault. Why don't you have a veto?
If you want a group
you-
veto, we can.
Slicer, what did you use it on?
something before. I can't remember. I did use it though.
I don't remember that. But
I don't either. I
might
thought
want
Zero
it
was the
here.
only one that had. And now me.
I used mine. I remember I used mine recently, but I don't think Slicer used his.
You use yours too? What's wrong
Yeah.
with you people?
Well, don't you understand? This is what we always do.
I know it is, but I'm hoping that you guys will learn from past mistakes and learn to save it when you
No.
really need it.
How dare
You'll know when you need it. You'll know when you need it. Like, it'll just feel natural, like this needs to be vetoed today.
No. And it did feel natural. It just came a lot sooner than I was expecting.
That's what she said.
Oh, 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 oh.
I'd ask
Sure.
whether anyone's like into the group idea, but I'm not especially. I kind of want to see Kenshi suffer. Also, maybe it isn't so bad. Oh.
You're not going to see me suffer. You're going to hear about it afterwards. Which may be more effective.
So, I guess we're doing that. Because Ken's decided there must be something worse out there.
Yeah? Yeah, you're going to tell me there's not? We've seen it.
No, I mean, you make your own judgments. It's your call. Just saying.
Just because you wasted your veto doesn't mean I'm going to waste mine.
I
Let's
didn't
move
waste it.
on.
I needed something that was not goddamn nothing for once.
That was for to save his life right there.
Whatever you say, Chief.
So, we're doing this one then, I guess.
Yes, we are.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Cool beans. Well, not really, but we'll see. There have been ones that have a similar description that were okay, like that stupid one that was kind of a parody of this sort of shit. Remember that one?
Yeah,
Where they were
but
doing like dramatic
what was it?
backstories and the cast were like, so do you want to draw on the dirt or something while he just talks? Yeah, cool. That one's pretty okay.
Yeah, but like the chances of this being the same are extremely low. So keep that in mind.
I have hope. I did not have hope of another fucking I want to be an idol show being any good. So,
Well, like I said, it depends on how serious they get with it. Because the Yakuza gets pretty filthy. Or the Yakuza series, rather, video games.
Yeah, Yakuza are involved in the idol industry. You know that, right?
duh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can always have a Yakuza idol series. There we go. Done. Boom.
I think that kind of exists, and it was one that I think it was Blush did a story on, like wrote a fiction on. Anyway,
Huh.
wonder what she's doing. Probably important things compared to us because we suck.
That probably important things that matter.
Yeah. So
Everything I do is important and matters.
mm-hmm.
You keep telling yourself that.
Yeah. Kenji's cool.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Yours mean today.
Yeah, it was Vampire Night. Fuck.